and welcome to the Possessed Monkey Sunday News. I'm Samantha Hawth. In the news, a major landslip caused disruption on a major commuter line. Burst water main flooded the high street. Uproar over impossible exams. A bus lost its roof after hitting a tree. Allegations of illegal practices in office, and a sadistic woman who created her own world. A major landslip caused chaos on Friday, preventing many from getting home. The landslip was caused by the recent wet weather and unstable earth in the embankment, resulting in approximately 100 kilos of dirt spread across both sides of the line. The line was closed for several hours whilst workmen cleared the track. There are currently no plans to refund the customers affected. However, the rail company is considering further disruptions to stabilise the embankment. A water main burst on the high street on Tuesday, causing scenes of panic as water levels started to rise with severe local flooding. Regular visitors to the area compared it to a scene from a disaster movie, as much as 3 inches of water swept down the street. Parents were picking up their children who were trying to paddle in the torrent, which was splashing around the wheels of cars and buses. It even caused a courier driver some concerns as he was trying to do a taillift delivery at the time. The only damage was to the immediate area of the pipe, and no one was injured. In educational news, uproar over impossible exams at the university this week, as students complained that exams were too hard. The students in question were members of the Biological Sciences Department, mainly studying genetics, whilst the exam included questions on Mendel's genetic study in pea plants and basic studies on phenotype and genotype. The papers, when graded, showed a lack of understanding on the subjects, but this is not yet known whether this is due to the large gap in the expected knowledge of A-level and equivalent exams to that of university, or whether it was a shortfalling on behalf of the lecturer. Many students in the department, including those on other courses, have stated that the lecturer started too far back and did not cover enough of the further knowledge required in order to pass the module. A bus roof was torn off on Friday after it hit a tree on Church Road. The bus route runs down narrow country lanes connecting the 2 major towns in the area to the outlying villages. It's normally serviced by a double-decker bus, despite passengers regularly complaining about small branches hitting the front window of the top deck. The incident occurred on one of these narrower lanes, where the bus on the route was a new model and was taller, allowing more headroom to the upper deck. This meant that where the older buses narrowly miss the lower lying branches, the new bus hit a low-hanging branch at a high speed, resulting in the roof being torn off. This section of the route only allows the drivers a matter of minutes between stops, and after the incident, the bus company is now looking at the timings and the routing to ensure that this does not happen again. It was released this week that a sadistic woman had created her own world. The woman had a number of slaves, most of which were men, that she had to do her bidding. And these tasks including those that were menial and demeaning. If they refused or failed to do a satisfactory job, they were taken to a dungeon to be punished. And the woman had recordings of both the tasks being done and the punishment of her slaves. She also had recordings of former slaves that she had. In her world, she was the queen, and she enjoyed having power over the lesser beings in her dominion. Enjoying more of the punishment factor, which gave her a thrill. She further enhanced the thrill by forced sexual activity with the slave being punished. The woman is being charged with sexual assault, slavery, and GBH. And now over to Michael Thorne with the weather. Michael.
Thank you, Samantha. The sun has been out today, but it is still very cold, and it's looking to continue that way into the new week. It looks to be overcast with temperatures reaching a maximum of about 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, which is still a 1 on the teen trouser scale. It's looking to be mostly dry, but with a 50% chance of precipitation in the early hours of Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Back to you in the studio. Sam.
Thank you, Michael. I'm Samantha Hawth, and this was the Sunday News. Good night and have a great weekend.